Stop scrolling. I got a message for you from my heart. Just for you. In case no one told you today, you're pretty awesome. In case you're not really feeling good today, there's always tomorrow. You're not alone, I'm here for you, I promise. Straight from my heart, I wanna say I love you, you're beautiful, and everything's gonna be okay. You're awesome, you could do it just hanging there, it's okay. You're loved, you're amazing. My name is Kristen McNamara. I am a multi-creative, and I'm a singer-songwriter and painting artist. I'm also an intuitive empath, which means I'm very sensitive to other people's energy and the energy of the planet. Good and bad. It is tricky to balance. This week, I took a lot of time to myself and began learning how to stay in my own frame and remain in my own energy, despite what's going on in the world. The energy of everything gets to be overwhelming, and so meditation and time with my dog Truffles helps me so much. If you guys want to follow Truffles, she actually has her own Instagram called Tropical Truffles. So check her out if you're looking for smiles, all fun dog stuff. Just taking the time to notice the little things we normally pass by without even thinking to appreciate them has really helped as well. The flowers, the tiny little sparkles of sunlight on the ocean's surface, the way that the birds all congregate along the shoreline, the wind blowing through the palm trees, and all the unique plants that grow around the island. I've always been the kind of person who stops to smell the flowers or smell the roses, so to speak, but we all get busy and caught up in the stress and craziness of the world. So taking this time in between my shows and recording and painting has helped my anxiety that sometimes affects my creativity. The construction going on where I live has been really difficult to bear, but I'm finding ways around it as best I can. This week I went to the island parents' house for the Super Bowl, and we had a blast as usual. We all made tons of food and enjoyed ourselves to the max. I'm a bit of an old soul and appreciate the quality time with them as it helps me stay very grounded. Right now, I'm focused on working on many projects that aren't shareable yet, and so it's quite boring to film the process. Oh, yeah, yeah. Sometimes I fear I won't know what type of video to make since I'm doing weekly videos now, just because, when I'm writing and recording, it can be challenging to capture, especially when things aren't finished. But my life is fairly stable right now and repetitive at the moment, and it is giving me the stability that I need to accomplish things that I promise I'll share in the near future. What's up, guys? So it's Friday night, and Justin is here to pick me up. We're gonna get in the car and drive all the way to Halo, which is probably less than 2 miles away. Hey, Justin's in here listening to me rant about how I think Dolly Parton should totally be part of the Rock Hall.
Completely agree.
Despite what any haters say. guys, I have you plugged into my recording equipment. And I thought maybe I would play a song for you guys. What is going on? Oh my gosh. Yeah, this is not my first rodeo. No one would know that. Wow. Okay. Well, that's how we're going to start off. That's fine. I'm having one of those days. Anyway, I wanted to sing a little bit of a song for you. It's called Where You Are, and it's a song I wrote on the piano. Hey, yeah. If you wanna leave, baby, there's the door, and I won't stand in your way. If you think it's better, get your things together, and maybe we should call it a day. Look at me, baby. These tears are for real. There's no way to hide how this is making me feel. You could break me to pieces. You could rob me of my dreams. You can leave me on the floor, dying on my knees. You could take back all the memories, but you could never steal my heart. 'Cause it'll always be where you are. You can find that music video on YouTube. That's where you are. Hope you enjoyed that. I hope you enjoyed that. I love each and every one of you. What's up, guys? Okay, so the construction has finally stopped, and I have you fed through my recording equipment. So this is basically what it's like to be inside of my little world here. I thought I would show you that. This is one of my favorite worlds to be in. I'm so grateful for technology. I've just been thinking a lot lately about staying in my own frame and not allowing other people's energy to shift my moods and hinder my creativity. And it's very hard because I'm an intuitive empath, and I don't know that all of you know what that means, but if you don't, check it out. There's tons of stuff on it. But basically, I'm very sensitive to other people's energy, and I'm learning how to keep it at bay so that it doesn't cause me to get off track. So that's something that I've been learning about lately. I follow some people on YouTube, and it's really helped me a lot. I just kind of wanted to shed some light on that. And a lot of things that I do that help me to stay creative is to slow down and take time to go for walks, meditate. I have to meditate, otherwise my whole day is off. Spending time with animals and in nature, and creating, of course. Even when I don't feel like creating, I have to force myself to create, because you can't always wait for the motivation. It's not always just going to be there on its own. I kind of will push myself, and if I'm not feeling it at all, I will either watch another artist or another filmmaker or somebody creative who inspires me. I also love to read and listen to books, and I also like to play around with different sounds on the piano, and all of us are creative. We all can kind of tap into that. I also love to draw and paint and all that stuff. But again, writer's block and creative blocks are a real thing. And I've noticed a lot of that for me has to do with when there are other people around me, maybe that I don't even know personally, that are affecting me. So I'm learning to stay in my own frame. My own frame. my own frame. It doesn't mean that I don't care. I do care. I'm really trying to stay focused. I just do these little things. I love to cook. I love to bake. Really, sometimes just cutting out time for nothing, like free time. And it's so hard to do that because life is insane, right? Life is insane. We all have bills. You know, we have to go to work. You're dealing with other people. You might be dealing with stress. You know, you have to take care of your health. There's all sorts of things out there, you know, that just spin out of control. And so it's very hard to find the time to be creative. It's very hard to find the time to just stop everything that you're doing and cut out time for nothing. Well, what I've learned, and I think it has to do with my childhood, is I grew up in the country and I was bored easily because I actually didn't have a little sister until I was 7. So I was by myself quite a bit, and we didn't live in the city. We didn't live near anybody. So coming over to my house, like for the kids, it was always like a sleepover because it was such a trip to come up to the ranch. I think that sort of molded me because I was allowed to be creative. The thing was, I was bored. I had a lot of free time, and that boredom is what taught me to fill my time with creative activities. And so now I'm learning that, if I just cut some time out for nothing, then something happens, something creative happens in those moments. Cut out blank, quiet time, even if it's just 10 minutes. And you go, for the next 10 minutes, I'm going to allow myself to do nothing. When I am bored, I panic. And I've always been that way since I was little. But being bored is like a gift. Didn't realize, Just a few thoughts of the week and some of the things I've been working on and listening to. So even if it's just 10 minutes, everybody has 10 minutes. You do. You have 10 minutes. And if those 10 minutes where you're just doing nothing, do nothing other than simply give your brain and your body and your heart a rest, that's a gift in itself. Even if you're not trying to create or not trying to meditate or whatever it is, So, food for thought. I love you guys. Mwah. Here I am being bored and creative at the same time. I wonder what's going to come of this. Okay. It's just so important to take some downtime for ourselves. And I'm learning that it's a requirement, especially for me. Especially after the last 2 years and all of the chaos in the world, life sometimes feels strange and unfamiliar. And it's been a challenge to avoid the uncomfortable feelings and emotions that come along with that. All of us feel it in our own way, and I'm finding my way through it all. And I love sharing it with you, even when I don't feel like sharing it sometimes. I know that this is part of my journey, and I just can't thank you guys enough for supporting me here. Please like, share, and subscribe if you are enjoying these videos. It helps the algorithm push this content to more people like you who will also enjoy my videos, and that helps me out. So thank you. I love you. Bye.